Marion Street. So now it seems to be turning into a BLM chant. Yeah, it's an Indigenous Life Matter chart too. Yep, I will. Yeah, I keep getting whiffs of chemical acetone, even in the air out here. I don't know what it is.
Hey, Marie, Janice, Brock. There goes, guys. Good to see you. You guys popped out. Let's get the stream rolling. How are you? Happy Sunday.
Yo, want to give a quick shout out to everybody over there on PT News for supporting the channel. Shout out to Steve and the whole crew.
We've got
your
Mr.
community over there.
Eagle still hanging out.
Big ups to you guys, man. Great part of the community out here, what you guys are doing. Thank you so much for everything you do.
Right here. Now down to 1 egg, but second time's a try.
Yeah. Want to shout out to my boys also, Crooked Nose Media, and my boy Jake from Behind Enemy Lines. You guys are true, man. This is a movement. We're all part of it. I truly, really, truly support you guys and what you do. And if we just stick together and continue documenting like we are, it's only going to put more eyes on the situation. Seattle Police Department is now trailing the group. Yep, I'm watching. I'm staying right here. The group is starting to march away.
YouTube, now I got you guys. Victoria, hello,
Jason. Back here.
Jim, Mr. Corbin, good to see you. Matt, Kareem.
And then we got the guys trailing me back here behind me. I got to be careful about these
Brian,
three.
Good to see you. Happy you showed up.
These three right here have been waiting, trailing me.
Elizabeth
He's got his hands in his pocket, in a pouch. Yep.
Happy V-Day.
Yep. Yeah, smart.
Hey, Cody.
Get out of the way here, sorry.
Nothing crazy today. Yeah, Miss Cooper. Cold winter.
Now they're playing snowballs with each other to try to make it look like they're...
As always, you guys know those likes, hearts, and reactions. What they do to help the page and channel. Deem quality content coverage worthy of liking. We're hitting it with a bump over on YouTube. Appreciate you guys. Wood, good to see you, Miss Clay.
Fourth or fifth warning, he's asking them please.
Steph.
Saying they're walking the wrong way down the street, it's snowing. I'm gonna... So we're walking down 4th Ave now.
Jessica Hughes, what are we viewing? This is an Abolish ICE march.
I'm going to give a reminder to everybody, thank you for the support. If you guys are not aware, this channel,
Seattle.
we support veterans. And so we support a nonprofit organization here called the VFW. If you've never heard of it before, please go to the website, vfw.org, check it out. It is a great nonprofit organization and resource for veterans. It is the longest standing veterans association or a nonprofit out there. They're integral in creating the VA. And they are just doing amazing things out there for veterans. So please, if you feel inclined, support the channel. Everything is donated to the VFW. 100% of all the proceeds go to the VFW. If you guys want, I encourage you to go check out their website, maybe find the post location nearest you. Dang. They have over 6,000 post locations out there And
Exactly one person likes you.
they, excuse me.
Hey, Jesse.
It's much appreciated. Please return to the sidewalk.
So if you guys are not aware, please check out the VFW.org. They have over 6,000 post locations. You can go there directly and support the VFW by yourself. You don't have to do it through this channel if you don't feel comfortable. But we do share all of our information and donations transparently. We've raised over $6,000 right now. Actually, I think I checked the balance last night. If I added my donations, we're at $7 grand, I think. So in the last 45 days or so, we've raised over $7,000 for veterans. And so I just want to say thank you to everybody who's pitched in and supported that cause.
That is there?
It means a lot to me. And I know it means a lot to the community here. So thank you all for being so generous and kind.
This march started at 4.
Okay, let me get to some of your
So it's been
guys'
going for about an
donations
hour.
and subscriptions real quick. I apologize, I haven't been able to do that. I'm going to pull up my window here and get to your guys' donations and subs real quick. I'm trying to pay
Cabrinian, welcome
attention while people
back.
throwing snowballs in my face. Yeah. How's it going? Be careful.
How's everybody doing? Question for you. If you have snow, what is the accumulation
Still throwing snowballs
in
my
your
direction.
area?
All
You
right,
guys
so
want
let's
to
see, guys.
comment
The
what your
moods.
totals are?
Thank you for the
See
sub.
who takes the
Blanky
cake, who's
Page
got
with
the
the 3
most.
bits, thank you so much. Integrity with the prime sub, thank you Integrity. DLBP with the tier 1. Genie with the 200 bits. We got the hype train already completed, I missed it. We just got 5 subs, 10,000 bits. That's like 125 bucks for vets, you guys.
Patient.
Thank you so much for everything. Let's see, who else we got out here? We got Radder 8 with 100 bits. Anastasia gifting 2
you
tier 1
don't know,
subs to the
but you
community.
do have snow on the
Thank
ground.
you so much.
Yeah,
Barb Loves Alaska
yeah,
with the
I
500.
think most people
Danielle Dun with 500.
probably
DJ Goldenheart
do.
with the tier 1 to Juror 9.
Hey, JR, good to see you.
Awesome
Pam
person.
Clay looking out.
So now we're outside of the Seattle Police Headquarters.
Mary Winkin, a foot. Kareen, 4 inches and
Giving the
4.
cops thumbs up over here.
Really? I thought Oregon got a little bit
Good
more.
work, guys. Good work.
Gian, 3 feet in Pocono.
Keep it up. Keep
Yep.
everybody safe.
Pam Simmons, 4 flakes.
All right, so you guys
Smack my head.
remember this place? This is where we were a
You
couple
guys
weeks
remember
ago.
there was a Dunkin' Donuts commercial.
came outside of the headquarters a few
it was
weeks
just
ago.
Coffee, and it had like a
looks like
bunch of
cops
like
over here
town
documenting as well
plowing
on
trucks.
footage.
Hey, Christina. And they're on asphalt, and like it's the first
watch over
snowflake
everything
of the
now.
year falling,
So at
and
this
like
point in
there's
time,
sparks
I'm,
getting thrown off their plows
feeling
and
a lot more
stuff, and they're all
comfortable,
like
too.
raced into like pipe it.
Situation.
It's like,
I mean, I always feel pretty comfortable. You guys know that. I'm a pretty self-aware
Dunkin'
individual.
But
I can handle
always
myself out
remember
here.
that
So,
commercial.
you know, obviously cops out here making a
Mr.
presence
Sec,
should make
storm is
everybody
coming your
feel
way.
safe. I know these
You're
kids
getting
over here would
another
argue
12.
differently, but
Dang.
they're not intervening. They're telling them to follow the rules, stay off the road. It's snowing and people are driving, especially one ways. So now they're all on the sidewalks.
As always, if you guys come across any
Okay,
links, you're welcome to
let's see.
comment those in as well.
I'm being told, shout out to the Lynch Mob for your
To
service.
be honest, don't know how
Appreciate
long
you.
this will go. Just
We
happened
got
to see
Snucky
it.
with the 10
and
bits,
I wanted
Blanky
to share
Page with
with you
4,
guys.
Linda with
girls.
500, Laughlin Gene B with the 18,
Jay
Liz
Oliver,
with 9
good to
bits,
see you, man. Happy
Mark Ryman
V-Day.
with 10 bits, Snucky Snafu with 5, Maddie with 7, Linda with 500, Unjust Chaser with 5,
Christina
Liberty Lady
Floyd.
with 2. Telling you
Virginia
guys,
has ice and snow.
they said
right now.
Antifa. So every single bit counts and goes towards a good cause. Thank you so much. We got 200 bits from I'm
Hey,
Peter
Jenna.
Blinder.
Good
Thank
to
you
see
again
you.
for your donation
Thank
and
you,
your
Tara, for
subscription
the
to,
share.
I can't remember, I think it was Bumbuster yesterday. Reed Solom's2216 gave me a follow. Thank you so much. Liberty Lady with 10 bits. Another 12
I think
bits from
that's
Liberty.
the ice building right there.
Dawn with the 100 bits. Jabbar with 1,000. Thank you, girl. Wow, your generosity, you guys, is just it just blows me
Sandy,
away.
Only 3 inches.
It really
but it's
does.
1
I
degree.
don't even know what to say
Feels
to you
like
guys other than
14.
you make my
South
heart
of
melt,
Kansas.
man. It's Valentine's Day, and you guys are making my heart melt. If I could want anything for Valentine's Day, it would be something like this. To have you
Karen
guys supporting
with the
veterans.
share.
You know?
Thank you so
I don't want to
much.
be out here in the cold doing this, documenting these protests with children, but hey, if I have to, I will. So I just thank you guys for supporting me while I do it at the same time. All right, I'm watching myself. I'm going to step around here. Looks like we got people sleeping in this area over here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it appears to be some sort of shelter or warming hall at City Hall here. There is people warming up on cots. So it looks like they have some resources here for homeless. So is this a warming shelter here? Is this?
Co-ed.
Co-ed.
It is co-ed.
So what exactly, can you tell me what that means?
That means men and women are allowed.
Okay, okay, great, perfect. Thank you very much. So they have co-ed operation going down here at City Hall, offering some resources for people out there, men and women both. Co-ed, I don't know, I thought that meant like co-education. I don't know what the hell she meant by that. I think she just should have said, I don't know. I don't know what the hell that was about. That kind of seemed a little bit unnecessary to call it co-ed.
Serious wind and rain to get some
Is it?
snow next
Oh yeah, like
week
co-ed
in
youth.
Ireland.
Okay, co-ed. Makes sense. Got you. Well, I know she could have said like co-ed warming center, co-ed homeless shelter. Yeah, she just called it co-ed. Didn't make much sense there.
Montreal Quebec with Marlene.
So again, getting distracted with me on the corner as cops try to turn around and they're not here. They focus on me while the cops are just out of view.
Slave route.
And now they're coming around the corner here. So we've done this route before, ladies and gentlemen. This is pretty familiar.
It's like a Bordeaux.
We did this last time. I think they're probably going to end up somewhere near the park downtown, Native Park maybe. Not quite sure. But they went to the federal building there. They went to the courthouse, to the police headquarters right there. And I believe they're probably going to be walking down towards Pioneer Square possibly. Not exactly sure. So seems I've gotten things pretty good figured out and dialed in with the mobile streaming setup, at least for this setup here. I'm very happy with how things have been performing. 720p, 60 frames, smooth video footage for you guys. Okay, so as long as they stay with traffic, cops seem to be having no issue with it, which that is okay, you know, as long as they're moving and not impeding traffic. That seems more than reasonable. It's your First Amendment right to protest and do such a thing like this. This isn't wrong, you know, as long as they're not doing any damage or destroying any property. This is okay for me. I don't mind this. When you start, you know, attacking journalists, intimidating journalists, and making it so that you're being fascist. So we got a car here to support, giving hearts right here. Not that I'm aware of, but I don't think you really, honestly, if you're marching like this and you're not standing still, I mean, I think you can legally do this, from what I know. Obviously, they want you to get a permit, and it can be a safety hazard if you don't. So they won't step in most likely since they don't have a permit, because if as long as they stay with the route of traffic and go in the direction of traffic, I think that they are pretty much kind of letting them do their thing, which they should also appreciate. Not stepping in and forcing them to get permits and things like that. They've been doing these marches for months. And police have really not intervened too much, other than when there's issues. As soon as the PA goes off, everybody's middle fingers up behind them. Gotta love it. Well, he's saying what traffic, but they're crossing a street right now with a green light, and the bus is in. This is 3rd Avenue, which is a very highly trafficked route. So, just a word of caution here for the. Excuse me.
Yep. Very good, Tara. Yep. If anyone ever has like an issue,
nobody behind
just hold your finger down and click block. But I do encourage respectful public communication and discourse. Anybody's welcome here, left, right, up, down, politically speaking. Just ask that you respectfully agree to disagree, respectfully.
Good.
If you care to join us, we've got an awesome community.
Be doing more.
That join us here in chat. And if you care to join us when I do go live, you can comment !notified to get notified.
I'll just do quick 360s for you guys every once in a while. Make sure you guys can see what's going on behind me, side of me.
Billy Monicure, greetings, my man.
All right, so now I believe they are going to be going down
Frozen
towards the
old
park
man
here.
from Virginia in the house, he says. AHP Arizona.
I'm telling you, this
80s.
fucking snow has got something in it. I smell it in my mask. Every time I have to lift my mask up with my wet glove, I can smell
Nobody
the
likes heat in the winter.
chemicals in the ground. All right, so you guys know this corner. This was a couple weeks ago. I got accosted by the kid with said his dad's a lawyer over here in the parking lot. This is that same corner where I called him a LARPer, you know? Was walking down over there. Okay, so
Fred Ruger,
at least a couple
each
cars are
time I
trolling
see
us
this
here.
group, it gets smaller and
The
smaller.
back side of everything.
He says,
Stay in the bike lane over here.
I
Pedestrian
think the
pathway.
colder temperatures also. They made the transition to like more caravans. And then when
Snowballs.
But honestly, props to them. It's a steep incline. Oh, coming in hot. Honestly, some Swiss Miss and a snowball flight. Who would? It's a great time.
Couple cops behind us.
Joan
This guy's trying to throw
asks,
it at the
is this the
cops.
BLM group? No, miss.
Not quite,
If you ever
he
see
said.
that black like
Not
that,
quite.
It's called black bloc. And generally,
I'm telling you, a lot of these kids don't have very strong arms.
is like Antiques. Great. The cold makes everything smaller.
Okay, so we're going towards Pioneer Square now, which is the march is being led by the girl with the red hair, as always. You know, she says it's not her people. You know, this isn't her march, but she's the one leading the group over there,
Right,
directing
disciplinarian
traffic,
says
telling
where
people
are
to
them
come down the route.
caravans?
I don't know. Leadership pretty much is apparent when
They
you're
did
out
march
and
in
about. You can
Seattle
see
last
it.
night as well.
What do you say?
Sorry, fuck ice, no ice.
Let's see if we got anything else.
Yeah, I'm getting over here.
And how was undetermined?
Somebody, I think he said, is that a knife or something? I think he said, I'll arrest you or something like that if that's a knife. Oh, like throwing ice at it at the cop car. I got you. Not a snowball. So yes, we are walking over to Native Park right now.
Oh,
It appears.
I just remembered something.
Yes.
I
yes.
do have what this is.
This is
about,
usually where the march
if
will
I'm
end,
not
as far
mistaken.
as I'm aware.
If you guys can
So
check,
we'll just follow the group here.
BCP was in Seattle. There was an incident, I think it was 2 nights
know.
ago.
Yeah, I'm aware.
I haven't heard them reference it here
I'm okay,
yet.
dude. I got my back, bro.
That was in fact in Seattle, correct? Because I do have the video. Just the response.
Well,
See
if
here.
anything, I've gotten some good exercise today walking around in the snow.
Yeah, I got it.
So always nice to get out and enjoy a little
right
bit of the city, whatnot. It's not the circumstances I would truly want to do that, but you know, if I'm gonna get out and walk around,
I'll get it loaded up.
at least I'm getting some exercise. So they're coming over here to the park. probably do a
Marie
little
says this was
congregation.
planned for the month. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Got some cops going on. Good, how are you, bro? Good.
See how much they got here. All right, they
Funny,
got
you
about
can
8
always kind of
inches.
get a sense from
per
the people
take.
that are like really friendly in Seattle. They make it an effort to
She
like,
said,
they see you're not with the
hey,
group,
Miss
they're like,
Ann Mendez.
I see you're
Hello,
not
my
dressed in all black
UPR
over there. Holy
fan.
cow.
Welcome, welcome.
How nice of
Miss
a thing.
Amber, welcome to you as well. Good to see you.
Okay, so the group's now again throwing snowballs my direction. So they're gonna gather here in the park. So they definitely got salt out on the grounds. It's nice. Nice and good traction.
All right.
So here you go.
Let me bring
I'm
this
gonna
up
walk
for
through
you
the park a
guys.
little bit, get out of this street.
Interact.
Excuse me. Walk down this direction, tie my shoes real quick. Yes, I might do that. Or I can walk around the city for a little bit. It's okay. Don't worry. I could use the walk today.
Give
It's
me a
not that far.
second, and we'll get this going. So this was 2 nights ago,
Standing
unrelated
off the
here.
side here, observing.
There's already been 2 cop cars that passed. I'm going to try to follow them, see what's going on. Here's two more just passing. Came back out.
There were
So,
a couple of
Let's see
very
what's going on
small
with them.
marches since this, but nothing has really.
Welcome to the winter storm here in Portland.
Just as the snow
That
was
girl needs to
falling.
learn how to throw.
Don't know where they're going. They're going a little bit
She's got a terrible
quicker than
arm.
I am, faster.
Homeboy in the red
I
jacket
only
over
have
here trying to line up a
chains
shot
on the
on
front
me.
tires.
Thinks I don't see him.
It's freezing rain out here.
Chrissy says, I would break a hip if I had to walk around in that snow.
Just like that. Just like I told you.
They're going pretty quick.
Duck Bait,
so,
is this the group of window smashers? I did not see anything get
Okay,
broken
so now they
today.
get distracted throwing snowballs in my direction, so I'll back up
I
a
do
little
know
bit.
in
I'm gonna go that
Portland,
fast to keep up with them.
they did
I'm try.
So they're going to
at
continue
a
following
clinic
me.
and at
So
a
can you keep following me?
Starbucks. Gotta get that caffeine, baby. Good evening, Belinda. Good to see you. They said it. Nobody likes you. You're not invited to my birthday party.
Just a documentary reporter.
Oh, guys, on Thursday, I did see this on
What'd you say?
MSN today. I don't watch it, it's just we saw it for ourselves.
Man is not, it's a 12 man is a fucking
New York
whore,
City,
fucking
Thursday.
bullshit, Montana.
That guy,
It's not a 12
did
man,
get
it's not a, it's a
bloody
woman.
nose there.
Okay.
Stupid
They mistook him for an LEO, and he was actually a reporter. So
Now the group's kind of breaking off a little bit. I'm going to
Fox
back up.
ran that story this
Stand
morning.
down this way of the park. Now they're throwing them at the windows. The guy's over there screaming at him. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna.
Gotta get my
I'm gonna
dono
walk through
info
here.
in YouTube.
This guy's over here giving him mouth.
Thank
the guy
you
I
to
was just
anyone
talking to is over here. He's obviously got some
with a thought,
mental problems,
consideration,
probably.
might
So.
be in a position to do so.
Checking
Donations
the guy,
not
security
required
guard
by
over here.
any means. Just sharing the stream, liking the stream, engaging in the stream is truly a donation in and of itself. And
I know,
thank
no, it's okay. It's okay. I'm okay, bro.
Rock
Don't worry
Bear
about
in the house. Good to see you, man.
me. Don't worry about me, dude.
Sorry for the slow chat. It's not me, brother. Different channel today. Google was streaming the Texas snowstorm and got pegged by the algo. So it makes the stream invisible. Can't see it in the search bar.
Fuck you, don't need you.
And
Fuck you.
yeah.
You got a devil. Fuck you, devil. Fuck you, devil. Fuck you.
So my streams have been having slow chat, like mandatory. I'm not setting it.
They're devils.
He's obviously like unhoused and has mental issues.
And I thank you for your support, Rock Bear. Matter of fact, I owe you one. Thank you. Always a pleasure, my brother.
Stupid whore. Fuck you. Infected for life. Fuck you. I ain't fucking giving you up.
Really, don't forget to like and share the stream.
Fucking whores.
Appreciate you.
What you got going for yourself there? What you got going for yourself there? I'm gonna fucking take care of this one guy right here. Take care of him? Yeah. Fuck you, bitches. Fuck you.
This is it at the moment.
Fuck you.
Black Zebra Project is up.
So I'm gonna walk out of the
In
situation too.
Vacaville.
Fuck you.
Vacaville? Is it Vaca or Vacay?
Clearly doesn't agree with these
Put
people.
a K for the K, the hard K, and
Yeah, I'm
the
going to
short.
walk over here. Don't worry. I'm gonna take a step out of here real quick. I'm just gonna hang out with you guys. I'm gonna walk out of the situation. You guys don't have to worry about that. This is pretty much the end of the march, so just stay tuned real quick. I will try to get you guys a better vantage point here while they can maybe get distracted away from
We're
me.
off to see the
Focus on their own
wizard.
thing now. So we
Toast
got
that
food
hot
not moms
coffee.
over here handing out some meals.
Oh,
It's nice.
yeah, that would be effective.
People that need some food or come down here, they can get some food from the people helping out. Wonder why these kids aren't doing that kind of shit more and just marching like idiots.
Fred, I'm just going to clear that. You're good,
You want
but
to make some change?
to be safe.
Do it. That ain't changed. What we're doing over there.
Thank you, Stephanie. It's Vacayville.
Looks like
Thank
we
you.
got SP.
Thank you. Vacayville. So where's he going? So what's up with this? What did he say? I didn't catch it. Hang on 1 second. Interact.
I'm down here. I can't tell. I'm gonna loop back around.
Mr. Screaming Eagle. Still alive.
Are they
What
there?
did Primetime Patriot say? I missed it.
He's stuck? He's unstuck? Are they going? Alright. Maybe I'll go down that way. I'll loop around.
He's still up. Hang on, I got him. Give me a
Make
second.
Yui.
Streams tend to do that. You got him. Missy Ann says, yes, I like that guy. Stephanie says, this is a pretty site. ABC has been running it. I'll thank them.
I'm breaking the rules.
Marie, got you, thank you. Thank you. That's Black Zebra Project. Hang on 1 second. I gotta scream.
Good, tired.
We made it.
Nothing
We made it.
Yes.
crazy or
Made
important,
it.
but it'll work. He did say that he was getting better vantage, so we'll be waiting.
Cool. Sorry, guys. I don't know what happened there. I must have turned off the camera on accident.
And this is Vacayville.
But what I was saying is, just disengaging from the
He's
group
back.
for a second. Because the march is pretty much over at this point. We'll just walk around the block.
Second.
I did just circle back like several times.
Alright, cool. Street lights just came on.
He's back.
This is the car that
Beautiful
you
out
was
Let me
talking
get
about.
BCB out of here. Be good.
Pioneer Square is a beautiful place. It's unfortunate that it's gotten to be so run down.
I got the sound of wipers. They're frozen.
I wouldn't go. I just wanted to walk down the street here, catch a view of Pioneer Square before we get out of here today.
Correct. Get BCB out.
But yeah, the protest march seems to be over at this point. I don't know much more what they have planned. I think that was it. So I'm
Well, that was
right
an
now
abrupt
I'm
death.
making sure to kind of break off the group here, distance myself from all the little kids flurrying out of the group there, causing problems and drama. So we'll just take a walk around, and I think like 2 or 3. 2. One of them did, yeah, I think, and then the other guy carried it around, I think.
Then I got one other stream
Oh,
as
no, I don't
well.
give a fuck. Let's do that shit.
In California, a church had purchased a theater. And from what I'm told,
Yeah, good idea.
the residents in the area, Lee, good to see you, brother. Rich, good to see you as well, my man.
All right, let me reset the chat. It's so weird. Sometimes it's
The
chat
people in the
app
area,
gets a
not
little,
happy,
a little crazy, but now I can see your guys'
and
comments here.
have been
So we'll-
protesting,
Come say hi.
saying that they don't have
I know,
the
I'm
applicable
walking. I see where I'm walking, dude. I'm
permits,
walking
stuff
across
like
the
that.
street. All right, look at all the snow piled up here. Jesus. Thank you to everybody for joining me today. Somebody's saying you got brass balls. I don't know, man. If you guys were out in these situations, I think you guys would, I don't know, I think from your perspective, maybe sometimes things can be a little bit more intense because the camera view is so, like, I mean, it's a wide camera, but it's a narrow view of what's really going on, you know? I'm able to see full 360 when I turn, and, you know, I'm seeing things to my left and right, which you guys are looking forward, and so... I feel
Marie, BCP has been
fairly
out helping
comfortable.
people
I mean,
stuck again. Yeah,
as
yep,
comfortable as you
Linda.
can be with 40 or
Nathan,
so
good to
people
see you, my
targeting
man.
you and got their eyes on you the whole time, looking for their moment and opportunity to do something. But, you know, as long as you're not an idiot, keep your distance, disengage. Try to keep your cool. You guys, I'm not a perfect individual, so, you know, sometimes I slip up, but for the most part, I do my best, Dan.
Yeah, one second.
And
Sure,
once you
guys.
start putting that approach towards this reporting
I don't
stuff
know what's
like
gravy
this,
train with this one, but
you realize it's not that crazy. I mean, it is, but it's not that crazy. I would love to see more people out here supporting. You know, I'm the only one on the ground right now, literally.
I
I'm the
smell.
only person on the ground right now with the camera,
What the fuck you gonna do,
documenting
man?
this whole
Get in my
event.
face for what?
Hey, what's
Trying to
going
fight
on
with me,
today?
man? Is that what
It's
you
not that
want?
eventful.
Is that what you want?
Not that
I'm asking
eventful
you
today,
what the fuck you
but
want. Just keep showing
at
up.
the same
Oh, now you
time,
got something to hold
this
you
could have
back.
been
Act
more
like a
eventful
man.
if I wasn't here.
Act like a man now.
In a negative way. So to be out here and to just audit and make sure that things stay, you know, legitimate. I mean, you guys saw they went down there throwing eggs at the building.
Sorry.
They could have probably, you know, shoveled a bunch of snow in the vestibules. It's pretty petty stuff, but it could have gotten a lot worse. It could have been a lot worse. But when
Robin
people are out
White,
there,
this is just
you know,
be
watching and keeping eyes on the situation,
always, everybody.
they're not as
Be
inclined to do
safe.
stupid
Lisa
things like
Hurley,
this. So,
hello. Happy
you know, if
V-Day to you as
that's
well.
what needs to take place for accountability
see
to
you.
happen in our cities, hey, so be it, man. So be
Just
it.
hop on Facebook Live.
Accountability for everybody is appropriate. And again, do you want to talk? I saw your sign. I read it off. If you want to talk, I'd be
If
happy
you
to talk
happen
to
to
you
be
for
new
sure.
over on the Facebook end and
No, I
want
will.
to get
I'll say
notified
60.
when I go live,
Yeah, no problem.
we have an
Look,
awesome
I'm
group
not
of
an
people
aggressive guy or nothing like that.
in our page, in our community.
Okay. No,
rather.
well, I mean, you're not.
If you care to get notified, like
Yes.
just,
Oh, okay. Yeah. I did see you
type
out there.
in
So do you want to tell us about your
notify.
sign? We are
You're
live.
also welcome
We're
to
live
sub up
streaming.
over on YouTube.
So do you want to tell us maybe like
Aside
your,
that,
your,
see my
name, or
regulars here.
nickname or whatever you go by
Shannon,
out
good
here?
to see you. Ray, you as well, sir.
Okay.
Connie, sorry I'm late. Winter storm update.
Probably all of you have seen snow,
Yeah.
and of course we have the man of the hour joining
Yeah, I don't
us.
think
Chief
people really
meteorologist
object to
Ryan Vaughn,
immigration.
the
I mean,
one
there may
that
be some.
Hear me
but I
now?
think that
I
those
hear you now.
individuals are
There you
probably
go.
I was muted.
very small, a group of individuals that don't believe in immigration. What I think a majority of people who disagree with this concept here of abolishing ICE, they want to follow the legal immigration process. And so when you guys come out here and say you guys just want to abolish the
Linda,
immigration
you
and
got to ride on
customs
a motorcycle
enforcement,
today.
you
That's
know,
awesome.
we have a problem with drugs coming across our border. We have a problem with gangs. We have a problem with violence. We have a problem with human trafficking. And all those things, I understand that they go hand in hand with immigration. And I'm not saying that every immigrant is doing those things. There's
If you guys want an update on the
millions
weather,
of
comment
beautiful
too.
immigrants
It's
who come to
live.
this country that come
If you
here to
guys
be
want to stay
productive
here,
members of
comment below.
society. But we also have to have
Hey,
this
Susan.
service here. Otherwise, we have gangs that come into our country. We have drugs that flood into our country. So I get that there's you guys want reforms. You guys want to look at the immigration
Takesha, long time no
channels and
see,
everything
girlie. How are you, a beloved, doing? I'm thinking of you.
like that.
Eric,
Figure out
good
that
to
kind of
see you,
music
bro.
there. But at,
Valentine's celebration during the day
Okay.
or a day
Yeah.
later?
it's
Well,
okay.
I'm with you guys
I'll
at the
take it.
moment, so
But
we shall see. TBD, baby.
There are some lawbreakers in there. But, you know, comparisons of people who are undocumented, the undocumented immigrants compared to people who are born here, people with undocumented immigrants actually commit fewer violent crimes than people who are born here. Not counting the crime of crossing.
so do you think by getting rid of ICE, which has dropped a lot of the border crossings after obviously the border wall, they implemented El Paso and a couple other places that had very, very large impacts on the immigration coming over the border and the crime that was coming over the border. So, again,
You're presuming that stopping immigration is a good thing.
no. I'm not saying we stop immigration. I'm saying that we have to have an immigration and customs enforcement agency. I believe that there needs to be enforcement and an agency there to make sure that we don't have a problem that runs out of control, where we have undocumented immigrants using our systems like asylum and abusing them when they are criminals or traffickers and know that that is a loophole for them. So, I mean, I get it. It's a way more nuanced issue. And so that's why when you guys come out here and go to the You say it's not extreme to abolish
Stephanie says
ICE.
hi to Keisha.
I think that that's a bit extreme. I got to be
Alex
honest with you.
Norton, it's been a minute, my man. Good to see you. You know you're still kicking, bro.
Prior to Trump, that was kind of how it operated. It's not about abolition on paper, but if you're just living and let live unless somebody commits a violent crime, I mean, that would be, if we dial it back to that.
Silence, Mr. Screaming Eagle.
The thing is that, I mean,
So do you not believe? So then it doesn't sound like you truly believe in abolishing ICE.
There is de facto abolition if you basically say, because ICE is about chasing down nonviolent undocumented immigrants, or without regard to whether they're violent or not. And I'm saying if you have a demographic which is less violent,
Nathan says abolish the drug ICE.
No sense
My
to be
man.
disproportionately worried about those people.
So you,
It's like,
Please,
you know,
valid point.
men are more violent than women. That's true, but I mean, I'm not going to say abolish men, but it would be even dumber to say abolish women, because they're the less violent ones.
well,
I mean, but
can you walk out of the way for a second just so you can pass?
Okay.
Excuse us. Sorry about that.
Oops, sorry.
I'm serious. Think
Scoot
about
over.
that. You have a choice of which demographic to target, and you're targeting the one that statistically commits fewer violent
Dude,
crimes.
I'm so glad
I don't
to be
see
back
how anybody
in
on either
Florida
side could-
before this
I think you're
weather.
still ignoring a
Lucky
big
you.
problem here just
Lucky
by.
you.
I mean,
Brr.
again, this is the problem I have with these kind of movements is because
Connie, your
it's
son
just
is,
like these
CPP.
homeless.
No kidding.
Pushes for the houseless and the homeless
There's
right now.
a guy
right now they're
down
trying to
on
help
the
people,
border,
right? You want to
who
help
streams.
undocumented immigrants
I'm gonna
find out
start
how to get status here legally, especially when they're kind and gentle-hearted and come here to work hard. Yes, many
So it's
people
very
do that.
interesting. He
But
had
then,
contact with CBP
but
today.
what I see is a lack of
Two.
criticism and being able to identify that there's actually
And
also
actually, it's right
problems
by a school.
that come through our borders.
And the guy goes,
and by
he
saying
picks
that
up
you
all
want to
the
just abolish
clothes,
ICE,
bundles,
you're,
stuff like that.
you're doing it in the name of good, but you are ignoring the other issues when it's a more nuanced issue is all I'm saying.
Ernie
And that's
says,
why
go to
you're saying abolish
California.
ICE. It should read reform ICE maybe or something else where you have a goal in mind, because other than that, does it sound like what happens when you abolish ICE? What are you going to do about the criminals and the enterprise drugs and all that come across our border?
You have non-ICE law enforcement agencies that take care of the people who are actually
So you're
criminals.
advocating for
So
more
that
law enforcement.
ICE specifically says we're going to go after undocumented immigrants no matter what you've done, no matter who
So-
you are.
so
I'll let you in on something. There are a lot of people in this group who are I'm considered controversial because
right.
I'm not in favor of.
I can tell you're not wearing all
Eric.
black. I can tell you don't
Hey,
necessarily
what's
fit
up?
in with the group.
Tom and Peeps, good to see you.
I am against abolishing the police. And that's why I got a lot of people in this group mad at me. I believe in greatly reducing the need for police by having, say, anti-property programs. Like every other developed democratic country has vastly less police shootings.
Do you mind if we step over here just a little bit?
Police in Norway have not killed anybody in 10 years.
Okay, well you're going to apples to oranges. This is usually like the progression of these kind of conversations is that we talk about Norway and Sweden and things like that, which really don't correlate. They're apples to oranges, really.
Well, I mean, you were bringing up the issue of police.
Kathy Berg says
So I'm
he's really
explaining
schooling
why
this kid. Nathan
I'm
says he really
controversial
is.
in this scene because I'm not in favor of abolishing the police. I'm in
Drama
favor of
volume.
greatly reducing the need for the
But
police.
you're in favor
And I
of
think
a-
even
excuse me.
after you get rid of all of that, you're still going to have people who commit violent crimes. You
Right.
still have to do something.
Right.
But immigrants, on the other hand, abolish ICE is vastly less radical than abolishing the police. We don't. There's no particular reason to go after nonviolent undocumented immigrants at all. I believe that we can and should do basically nothing, and that's why I'm saying you can have a de facto policy
Sad
of
Matt.
not pursuing nonviolent undocumented immigrants at all, and that was kind of what it was before Trump. That's not abolition on paper, but that is at least scaling. If you only go after people who are committing violent crimes, I mean, nobody's in favor of letting people commit violent crimes. ICE
Janice.
is about going people.
I think his
after people
glove and mask got hit
just
with a
because they're
chemical
undocumented.
in the snowball
Yeah.
before.
As a group, undocumented immigrants,
He said it
just
smelled like
every
asphalt,
other
but
demographic,
not very
make the
bright because
country better.
acetone.
Again,
No,
I'll go
no.
back to the question is, if you plan to abolish ICE, right, and you do recognize and admit there is other issues that are, if you abolish ICE, we're still going to have drug problems, trafficking problems, violence. We have issues that need to be addressed too. So are you saying you advocate for another some sort of enforcement or
Peterson,
agency
hello
that was
from
going to take
Delaware.
over the immigration and customs process from here, or what?
Well, I think you could have, as far as like people residing in the country.
And how are you-
You're just on their radar. Like if you commit a violent crime, you get caught.
Just cops,
Part
just
of the
normal
problem-
cops then?
Part of the problem is that because people know that undocumented immigrants might get deported if they get arrested, that is, compassion on the part of some police officers leads them to not arrest people because they know they'll get deported. And they actually keep turning people loose, which in some cases they probably would have been better off if they'd been off the streets for a while.
Yeah.
So one of the problems with
Stephanie
having ICE
Anderson
integrated
says,
law
at least this
enforcement
guy's
is that
having a decent
issues that may be good handled by law
conversation,
enforcement then don't get because
conversation,
people are just
not
people
being
know it's
ugly
putting
and vicious.
immigrants in
Amen.
danger. So I'm saying, if you're here, if you made it here, then we treat you.
Even
as
though it's
far as,
outside
like, if you commit a
scope.
violent crime,
You're a citizen
on
at
our
that
radar,
point.
But if you
Episcopal.
commit a violent crime, you're probably subject to deportation as well. But ICE goes after.
So if you're not a violent
people that
person,
are
if you're
just
not a
living their
if you're not a violent person, then you don't believe there should be an immigration process for them. You think that are you like a no borders person?
Foul.
No walls?
Not real. I mean, people like. You know, if we have no borders at all, people will smuggle in exotic pets,
Okay,
like,
so
like snakes,
right.
the endangered
How about
species.
how about humans?
I think we need to. It's difficult because, like, what we do now is so ridiculously overboard as far as... I mean, we treat people who want to come into the country, like, worse than we treat actual criminals.
Eric,
I
I
would argue the opposite. I know many first-generation immigrants who
Bit slippery.
came here and advocate for the freedoms that we have, and who understand this land of
What do we
opportunity
want?
and
Salt.
go out
When
there
do
and
we want
speak
it?
on it because
Now.
they don't have those opportunities where they're from.
Maybe some sand,
Well,
too.
I mean, some undocumented
better
people come here for that reason, too.
traction here.
Undocumented people, on average, love this country. I mean, the average person here, like, we get a lot of shit.
Amen,
like,
Billy
fuck
Monk here.
America. But the average
Presenting
person
his view
is here and
in a
wants to
calm
be here
fashion.
and likes it. But undocumented immigrants really, fuck, if I was running a business... Sorry, can we swear on your live
Yeah,
stream?
go ahead.
Okay.
Applaud.
If I was running a business, I mean, I would love to have someone working for me who, like, fought and sweat and bled fighting, hiking through
They're
a
hard
jungle,
workers.
crossing a border to get
No doubt
home.
about it.
What?
Immigrants are very hard workers, no doubt about it.
Yeah, well, I mean, they worked. They
Absolutely.
certainly worked hard as fuck to get
Very
here.
good at masonry
and I would
as
say
well.
the undocumented immigrants, their
Very
bona
good
fides are even
stonemasons.
stronger as far as working hard to get here. I would give them
Unconventional masonry
the
as well.
maximum benefit of the doubt as far as assuming that they.
And by
I'd love
maximum
to be
benefit
here.
of the doubt, do you mean like when they get here, obviously you're not going to judge them. That's not the right thing to do, is to judge people, especially if they're immigrants or come from a third world country or oppressed. But
I
when you
believe
get
should
here,
judge
when you
people
cross
if they
the-
deserve to be judged.
Well,
But
when-
I'm not going to judge somebody for immigrating.
right, that's what I'm saying. So,
Even
but when they
illegally,
come
right.
across the border, again, like
I don't know. I'm still holding it.
it's okay. I mean, you can hold it. I mean, it's a sign. But yeah,
Now,
my point is
one-on-one,
just like,
person to person.
I don't know, man. When
They were able to do
you're
this.
coming across the border, do you feel that those individuals now?
Would
I
he
mean,
be
you're,
able
you're
to?
clearly kind of giving me a signal that
There was a
you
group.
don't want to persecute them for just coming here, right? Especially if they're
Collective
nonviolent. I get it,
mentality.
but again, do you feel that there's no
Superseding
consequence for coming here
one's
illegally
individual
and like using the resources? Do you believe they need to get free
feelings and
healthcare,
point
and
of view.
college tuition, and all the other resources that we have available?
Well, that's the thing. We think of them as people just come here and using.
No, I'm not. No, I
Majority
don't.
of them-
I don't. Those are privileges of living in this country, and I'm saying that as somebody coming to this country, do you believe that anybody entering this country is just granted open, free access to those privileges?
Now that there
I
is
mean,
an
I think
example
if
of being
they're poor enough to
assertive
qualify,
and
but the
being
vast majority
neutral.
of
Now
them
it's a
are willing to work.
qualification
And vice
for
versa.
what?
I
Who
mean,
gets?
if they're poor enough that they would, I think basically the same need-based standard we would apply to people here, which is that most people don't want to live on handouts, despite what we say. I think that most of them want to provide resources.
But that's what
to
we
their own
have, is a
family,
handout
have a good
society.
relationship with they all want to. I mean, it's like the old thing about immigrants: are they
Needs
lazy
supersede
or are they
wants in
taking
life,
our jobs
unfortunately.
away? It's got to be one or the other. You have to pick one. They can't be lazy. I mean, different ones can be, but you can't be lazy and be taking our. Now, why is this cop car pulling up on people just having a snowball fight here?
They're just driving through to make sure
Karen
things
Rivera,
are
good to
safe.
see you.
That's
Yeah.
what they do. I mean,
But I doubt they do that for a non-Antifa group. So they're.
well, they do though. They do though. So I would know firsthand.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't tell the
You
cops.
should see what happens in Salem and in Olympia and things like that. So Portland.
Anyway, I mean, I feel like I'm.
Well, I got your point. I appreciate the conversation, but to me, again, I read your sign, then I hear what you're saying, but I don't hear abolish from you. I hear reform from you.
What they see,
'Cause I
ICE
think
is
that
not
you're-
border security. That's another.
But then
thing.
again,
I
you're-
do believe in up to a point. I believe in like I think we need a certain amount
regulation.
of security just to deal with things like trafficking and just to deal with like smuggling of exotic.
That's what they do.
No, but I want to distinguish between Customs and Border Patrol, which has, I mean, it's sort of a fuzzy line, but the vast majority of the border security is Customs and Border Patrol.
Right.
ICE's primary focus is chasing down undocumented immigrants.
Well, ICE is immigration and customs enforcement. They do both immigration and customs. It's not one or the other.
If you were to
delete
split
those,
them up
please.
roughly, CBP is border security.
Thank you.
I mean, at least the part that I'm talking about is where we target people who are already here. And I'm saying if you divide society
Again, so that's why I say
demographics,
you're limiting your scope.
You target
Yeah.
a demographic which commits fewer violent crimes
Right.
than people who are, and overwhelmingly benefits the country in every other way too.
Yeah, it sounds like you're limiting your scope on what you want to be enforced by ICE and not necessarily fully abolishing it, because we'll go back to it, and we can agree to disagree after this, but I just say, like, you keep saying that you don't want to persecute these people who are coming here, but yet you understand there's a need for regulating the drugs, the trafficking, the violence, and all that other thing. So you can't get rid of ICE because all you're going to do is shift the responsibility to another agency. And so if you're saying, okay, you're nuancing between customs and immigration here, and you're saying, well, let's have ICE focus on maybe customs only, and maybe we'll shift it to the police to enforce violent immigrants that come here illegally,
Ernie, good to see you, my man.
He was there before.
He's okay. He's a little bit mentally unstable. He was doing that earlier.
Yeah. I mean, first people were arguing, then people realized.
Genuine concern?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Like, it's just important.
Share that, Tom.
Yeah, it is.
Care about a fellow human.
Anyways,
So,
you know,
yeah,
I don't know.
I think it is more
normal day.
nuanced as far as what we have to do at the actual border, because I believe that we do need to monitor for things like human trafficking. It's the hatred that Donald Trump was spewing against primarily people who are already here. One of the most horrible things that he did in that campaign that I don't think people even talk about it enough anymore was he had this group on his campaign called the Angel Moms. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the ones where their children were affected by immigrants coming over here, murdered their children or something like that.
Countries they're going to try and put
Yes, I know
there was
about that.
talk of travel ban
As far as
for
I know,
Florida.
these were true stories.
What are your
The
thoughts
thing
there?
is, when you have a demographic...
So are you doubting the story, though?
No, I'm saying these are true. Well,
You quoted it as if you doubted
Governor
it.
made
It's not
the
really the
argument that
issue.
per
The fact is
capita,
that
they have
even if
less
they were
total
all true,
cases,
even assuming for the sake of argument
less
they were all true.
per capita morbidity.
Sorry, I just want to
rate.
check my back every once in a while.
Okay, yeah. Even assuming for the sake of argument these are
As
all
well as
true,
their senior
again,
population.
this is a demographic that
I
is
believe
less
10 million
violent than the general public.
or 1 million
Every
back.
demographic contains
Those
some
along?
violent
Yeah,
criminals.
absolutely. That's
But
why
you're
I
taking
say
a
you can't abolish it, because you're gonna have a problem still.
That's what the legal process is
I that's why I say I'm gonna end the conversation here, because I think we're just gonna keep it going. I really do appreciate the dialogue and the open discussion.
Very
But
kind.
if I was to say from what I'm talking to you, person to person, I've never met you before. I'm Josh, by the way.
Okay, I'm Bennett.
Yeah, what I hear out of your voice and out of your heart is reform. I don't see abolish.
Caroline,
and so coming out here
what does
holding
the
this
sign
sign
say?
after we had this conversation,
Abolish ICE?
I don't get that from you.
Well, I see abolish. It's pretty big letters. But
I'm saying I don't get that from your
abolish
conversation.
ICE, possibly have minimal enforcement at the actual border, but at the same time expand legal.
So there's
immigration as much as
subnotes or
possible. I mean,
footnotes to
Trump,
the
we don't
quote.
talk about this so
Okay.
much either. Trump cracked down, and Jeff
Bullet
Sessions
points.
cracked down quite a bit on trying to scale back legal immigration. And I have coworkers that are like,
Well, because
they're
they
fantastic
did realize
coworkers.
the asylum process was being abused and things like that. We with Honduras and Guatemala and the caravans and things like that. That's why the immigration was kind of halted, is because they
Jane,
realized that there
welcome.
was an abuse of the system. And he is advocating for reform. They have been trying to reform immigration.
One is kind
And so
enough
that's
to
something.
type the name of the streamer
The
up in the
entire
top
administration,
left corner
we've been
for you to
all
kindly go to
administrations
if you
are
would
pushing
like to.
for reform of immigration.
Or
I
you're
don't
welcome
think,
to stay here
I mean,
if you choose
if you want to read into it that Donald Trump just hates all
You're
immigrants, I don't believe that's the truth. I don't believe that is the case. I truly think that there's confusion that you guys think that Republicans or conservatives don't like immigrants. I've just told you the opposite. Everybody I talk to absolutely understands the need for immigration into our country. And it's just about coming here legally. We understand the systems in place are being abused and taken advantage of. And at the same time, you guys are asking to abolish those systems. And you guys are saying it's in the name of nonviolent people you want it done for. But we're turning around going, well, again, it's more nuanced than that. We got violent criminals, we got gangs, we got drugs and all that stuff. So we need to have more dialogue about it, and we need to change that to reform ICE, not abolish. If we can start actually having some dialogue, because I don't think a lot of people
Charlie,
agree with
yeah.
that sentiment. I mean, maybe
Wait
these
till
kids out
someone
here.
you care about
I don't know how much these kids
is hurt
actually
or,
honestly understand the situation.
or
I
worse.
would say abolish ICE, maybe have some checkpoints at the border. But I mean, if we didn't have such.
All right, let's change the sign next time. I'd like to see that. I'll come out and give you a big. I'll give you a big pound, bro.
Cody Rage, ice cream does sound delicious.
Okay.
I think it all. The problem is not the specifics.
See a
It's
milkshake
just
in my
this general
future.
presumption that immigrants, especially
It's not the
undocumented
specifics.
immigrants, are harming us, or are dangerous, or that they're just somehow costing us money. I think immigrants, including undocumented immigrants, commit fewer crimes than people who are born here, and generally they benefit the country and not
take away from it. I understand what you're saying.
Burden.
I understand.
It's just like people who are born here. They might cost us money, but on average, they don't
Naturalized
cost us
citizen.
like anything else.
Well, I appreciate the conversation. Bennett, you said?
Yes. All
See you, pound,
be
brother.
safe, Joshua.
I'll give you an elbow. COVID elbow.
People will kill me.
Okay, they'll kill you. All right.
There
hey,
you go.
He can't even be seen with me. That's how bad it is over here. Sorry about that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got the small group. Thank you again, Bennett. Have a good night. Get home safe. Yeah. All right, I'm going to catch up with chat here. So, again, that was a pretty good conversation. I like dialogue. That's what it's all about. It's about trying to open up some dialogue and understand these people. He asked me if I wanted to chat. He was the only person today that was even willing to engage like that. Otherwise, I was getting attacked with snowballs, and they wouldn't have engaged if I even tried. So, the details are just that. You need to pay attention to them. It is all about the details. It isn't about the overarching picture, because at that point, that's where we get all into this, well, you're hurting people, and people shouldn't be hurt. And it's like, well, those people also hurt people too. I'm not saying everyone, but we got problems in there. Problem child.
This guy talks violent.
We got to have regulation for that. Got to have enforcement. And if it's not going to be ICE, then what the heck is it going to be? Police?
To pick my words,
you guys want to abolish the police, so who's going to do it next? You?
Between him,
I don't know.
everything else.
I wish we could like mass simulate, immigration for these people and show them like, what happens when you simulate a certain percentage of violence coming in across the border. Hi, how are you? Do you need anything? Could I get you anything? You want any water, or you got food and everything? Okay. You let me know. Are you sure you don't need anything? All right, brother. You have a great night.
He's still flying.
All right. He said he has everything he needs. He seemed very peaceful right there in the corner. Honestly, he really didn't need anything, he said, so. Let's see.
Jerry Thompson. Good
There's
to
still
see you, my
hope for
brother.
Bennett to grow into a productive adult. Hey, Bennett, he wasn't fully lost, I can tell you that.
Could
You know
be
when
an
you see them,
auctioneer,
you guys
Karen.
know it. You guys watch it with me. You guys see what these people are doing when they come up. He wanted to engage with a guy that's standing there, has the opposite view, and everybody's throwing snowballs at him. He's like, hey, this guy...
That thought had deemed on me, but it's very applicable.
I don't get it. Why is he against all of us over here? Maybe I should talk to him.
He could go up to a
Get
million,
little
man.
perspective from him. And I appreciate that, Bennett. Thank you very much. The dialogue was appreciated. I want to thank everybody for supporting the channel. I'm Primetime Patriot. If you're just tuning in, I'm in downtown Seattle. Just got done watching the Abolish ICE March with BLM Antifa of Seattle. And yeah, what a day. It's been pretty calm for an event like this. Just getting snowballs thrown at me. A couple umbrellas put in my face. Give the camera a little light here for you guys. Sorry. Seems the stream has been running very smooth today. Glad about that.
Little hiccups, but can't complain. Much appreciate your service.
Again, I want to thank everybody for your support here today. Not just the follows, but any of you guys subscribing to the channel.
Anyone, whether you happen to be on Facebook or YouTube
donate
or
100%
Twitch,
of
which
the
I
funds
apologize for
raised here
neglecting
on
you.
the channel to the VFW.org.
You're more than welcome
if you guys don't
to
know
sub
about
up
it,
or
by this point
comment exclamation point notified to get notified over on Facebook. Good to see my regulars, Steph, Ray, Pam, Brian, Karen, Takesha, Susan, Marie, Carrie, and Janice.
Members of this nonprofit. Has over 6,000 post locations across the country. They help out veterans with housing
there are
assistance,
outages
food, clothes,
that are
whatever the resources may
reported.
need.
Widespread.
The organization is helping out veterans.
Snow coming down. She sent that in about 4 hours ago.
Second.
And so thank you to everybody who supports that cause. I found the VFW just randomly. You know how I found the VFW, you guys?
From the Ozarks. Newport. You can see where the sidewalk's covered. Make sure that you are careful when you're heading out to your car. I've been just kind of like sliding on my feet trying to get to my car. Luckily, I have not fallen yet, but I know that there have been a few people that haven't been so lucky. And if you have pictures that you've taken or videos even, feel free to send them to See It, Snap It, Send It. You can just go to our website,
commenting your links if you would like to. Beside that, it's a pretty calm night.
Right
Not seeing anything else.
Down tab, you can go to
Just going to pretend you said my name, Tom. Oh, Roxy Morris, get out of here! I didn't see you.
See where you can add your media. So we would love to see your pictures. The snow is always so pretty when it comes down. And
I don't know what happened. I think the water got into the button or something. Let's turn it on.
Give me a second. I got rid of that audio.
You can also do the same thing by going to the Regionate News
app. Let me know in chat.
Pretty much same deal. Just download the Regionate News app to your phone if you don't have it already. Again, we are going to have a full breakout of everything happening weather-wise tonight on Regionate News at 10. We're going to have team coverage.
You guys hear me still? Oh, my earbud went out.
Katie Woodall's going to be out live.
Put a new sound set. Leslie Calloway, thanks so much. Thank you. Pleasure having you.
Hold on, let me change my earbud, you guys.
Can't hear
you right now.
Discord, years ago.
Oh, I lost my other one. You're going to have to wait. I'm going to put my earphones in my phone so I can talk to you guys 1 second.
Call the dentist for your Bluetooth. Hey, Lisa McKetty, good to see you, girl. Lee, my man, getting ready for a foot of snow tomorrow. Dear goodness. In one day, right? 24-hour period. That's pretty intense.
Always carry a second set of earphones. Always carry a second charger cable.
Always hanging out to catch a view.
Extra cameras.
Out in California. Mr. Screaming Eagle. Coming in hot.
Alright, I'm back. Okay, can you hear me? Alright, so sorry, before my camera got cut off there, guys, I was telling you guys about the VFW. The VFW is the Veterans of Foreign Wars.
I like that trolley.
It is an amazing organization, you guys. The way I found the VFW was in my hometown. There was a car dealership, and the car dealership was waving like a. It was like
he could be a car dealer, I tell you.
It was huge, you guys.
Tell you that much.
And it had been waving there for a few years, and I noticed that it started to get really tattered and dingy. So I walked up to the dealership.
So your warranty for warranty.
I asked them, hey, who's in charge of managing the flag out here? Someone talked to me, the manager, and I said, hey, if you guys would like, I will buy you a brand new flag to replace that one up there. It's looking a little raggedy, and I think that you guys could use a little bit of updating. And you know what? They did. They let me. They didn't let me buy it though. I was gonna buy the flag and replace it for them, but they wouldn't let me do it. I actually gotta go back across the street. They wouldn't let me do it. They said, "Oh, we'll buy the flag, Josh. Don't worry." So they bought the flag, but they told me, "I don't know what to do with the old flag, Josh. What do we do with this old 30-foot flag?"
Shay, nice to see you. Seems like a cool channel. First time viewing. Well, welcome.
We'll take
Pleasure to have you.
Say,
anybody here is welcome. Left, right, up, down. Politically speaking, I don't care. I just ask that you respectfully agree to disagree with anyone else who might not agree with you. That's all. And just give me a second. He's still up, and I'll keep us rolling. As always, I hope this finds everyone doing well, and that everybody had a happy V-Day today. Let me try reconnecting to him. And I do have Vacaville. Vacaville. Thank you. 1 second.
I'll stand with my comrades. It was sleepy, and if January 24th happened again, I wouldn't change anything.
Let me reconnect to him.
Try to grab
Primetime
that
Patriot. We have
Black Lives Matter.
Black Zebra Project, Vacaville. Right here. But we're going to be going back to Primetime Patriot. Just stand by 1 sec. I got you. Vacaville, just some chalk, stuff like that. Just give me a second.
don't know their names, but I do want to mention
Audio to follow.
And this isn't to say that this is naivety.
Elizabeth O'Grady, good to see you, Mama. Oh shoot, I'm sorry. Different Elizabeth, I think. Same name though.
There's those of you in front of me who I don't know yet, and yet is the key word. I will come to know you.
Let me get you this right here.
I love everything that we have out here and everything that we've built.
Right.
And this isn't nothing. The police don't hold us back. They show us how much progress we made. We pissed them the fuck off. They're so fucking mad. Where's that
He's still up.
Right there.
Right there.
Chopper's up in the air as well. Give me 1 second. Right here.
They're not. But honestly, I love you all so much,
Here.
and our combat shouldn't have to go through all this, to be quite honest.
This is Black Zebra Project.
Know the trauma that guilt brings onto us. Even just one night, even being cited and released is traumatic. Being brutalized is even more traumatic. Being
Thomas Duty, Daytona 500 fixing to start back up, eh?
Layers upon layers of
Rev
trauma
'em.
and pain. And they think they can break us, but they
Take it.
cannot. Every day they try to break us, we come back stronger and angrier
Let's
and
get
more
Primetime Patriot
radicalized.
back
Think
up in
we're
action.
educated. We read theory, we hold reading
If
every
and when
single
he
week. We do
is.
the best to educate our community. Just because we say fuck the school systems in place and fuck college doesn't mean
Thank
we
you
say
for your
fuck
patience
education.
as I work to serve
Everything
you
you bring
guys.
to us is
Appreciate you.
inaccessible, and we wish to dismantle everything you are.
Let's check
And
out
make it more
stream more.
accessible.
Come
a
on,
world
my
more
brother.
equitable.
You
a
can
world
do it.
free. Fuck you, drone. Fuck you,
These guys work
I love my homies. They love me back.
Say that.
right here.
That's how we are out here. Hello.
See that? Chopper! Get to the chopper!
Oh, you inspire me for some more.
I want to make another point.
Let me try to get you back.
Comrades gotta fucking hide their phone in a bush.
Listen.
Because their parents track where they are.
But at least they do it. Yeah.
Some of my homies are disabled and get winded
Okay.
and out of breath. But they still make it here. We're all broke.
Listen, mind your business. Mind your business.
Honestly, I don't know if I am live now. Holy shit. This is not going to be easy to do.
Yeah.
Got you, bro.
James, could you do me a favor? And if this live texts me, just let me know if it's working, because I switched over to my phone.
Give me 1 second.
Because my
Switch
camera
where
needs
we
to
go.
charge up a little bit. I'll put you guys in my pocket. For 1 second here.
Round them up. Keep this in the background as well. Get to the chopper! Cody Rage, Michelle, nice to see you.
I can't.
Oh, Elizabeth, your profile picture's different. You scared me.
Okay, text me again. Just let me know, Amanda.
I was like, this
I
chick's
see your
gonna think
text
I'm a
now.
creeper.
I should be live again through my mobile phone.
Sorry
I
about
switched
that.
over to my phone
Elizabeth,
so you guys can
thank
see
you.
me.
On the profile picture.
All right, cool. We'll put it in my
Chick's gonna
pocket as
think I'm
well.
a creeper. Doesn't know me from a hole in the wall.
All right, how about now? Can you see me?
And also, this is bullshit, and where they treat us as bullshit.
You guys should be able to see me. Just give me a text. All right, good. So we are live now. I fixed the issue. My camera mount, I have a shoulder mounted camera, is
Got him.
I don't know what's up with it. Needs a little bit more juice.
Audio should resolve in a
We'll
moment.
keep this on the camera side mount for now. I'm walking up to my car.
And if not,
So actually,
we got BZP.
I'm just going to kind of give you guys a final little rundown here. I don't need to be showing you guys where I'm at. I'm going to go
Get you the right audio as well.
where I'm at. I'm going to go
Hang on. Yeah, his audio should be playing.
Customers.
Play it through here. I got it. And it's his audio, just so you know, not mine. It's just not playing. We are up. Let me take you back to Cali then, for the time being. And give me a sec. We're be good. Good to see you, Michelle. Not to worry, guys. I'll just crop this out at the end. The snow is affecting the signals coming in. As always, if you deem quality of content and coverage worthy of liking and reacting, definitely goes a long way with the algorithms, just to help get this out to more people. If you haven't given it a bump yet, and you deem it worthy, please give it a bump. Hang on one sec. Got you. Got it. Marie, if you happen to see anything, or anybody else for that matter, let me know. Because aside this, yeah, I got nothing. Let me get their title in here. Being 100% viewer funded, if you deem my efforts worthy of a donation, I have my Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal pinned to the bottom of Facebook and YouTube. It's through the kindness and generosity of donors that I'm able to do this, so I tremendously appreciate you.
We need to heal. We need to heal. By heal, I mean forget.
You good? Yeah, I'm good.
Got you. Hang on.
Any updates of what happened? No, it's chill?
No, yeah, just chilling. A couple of them spoke a little bit.
Dope.
Are y'all good?
Yeah.
Cody Rage. It's a great community here. Amen, brother. Glad to have you a part of it, man. Connie, anything in New York City? No, miss, not tonight. No, last night was the last of it.
With something, like a sticker or something.
Or they turned it off.
No, you can't turn off the
really?
Blinks. Yeah, you can only like tape
cover it.
Yeah,
dangerous conditions throughout the country.
Wait, I didn't show you.
And I got a show coming up in 4.5 minutes. Anybody familiar with? And let me just watch that musica. Anybody familiar with the Pete Santilli show? Pete Santilli show.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Let me just add their name in here.
And watch how this thing flies away. It was running out of battery.
Okay.
Project.
It like bounced on me. I think he knew where I was and then boom.
And then dipped. Yep.
But aside this, a calm night across the country. Not seeing anything else. I like that bridge. You just have to be careful with the music. You are very familiar with Pete, Stephanie. He was at Okay. Got the title. Just get it up to the top. Let's see. Let's go with this. Give me 1 second. Take you to a different stream. See what we can do.
He's got a shovel.
It was last night in Oregon. And I'm just going to leave this here as I pull up a stream real quick. This is what conditions were like last night. Marie, did you happen to find anything? Because aside that, I am not seeing anything. And that'll probably do it. Nicole Spencer, it's been a minute, girlie. Tom, you have the easiest voice to listen to in these lives. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. That means a lot. And he had his boys with him last night. Getting big, boy. Alright, there's an ice storm heading up the northeast coast of the country. I'll have that up for you. 1 sec.
Areas that are under that
okay.
ice storm warning. Well,
1 sec.
This is maybe too nerdy, and if we're getting into the weeds here, let me know in the Facebook comments. But freezing rain, although it's liquid as it's falling and then freezing as it makes contact with the surface, turning to ice immediately, actually releases warmth as it does that. It releases latent heat through that freezing process. So as freezing rain is forming on the ground, that's actually warming up the air just immediately above it. So unless this is going to be kind of like a slow, steady event stretched over 12, 18 hours like it looked like it might be, I think some of these high-end numbers that some of the models are pushing out, and if you ever kind of look at weather models, some of these numbers are crazy. 3/4 of a
real life, good to see
That's
you.
not going to happen just because of that release of latent heat warming up the air. I don't think it's going to allow for all that freezing rain to form. Chris wants to know, will Newark Airport be affected?
Rivera says, what a guy. He was drenched last night.
Newark, obviously, under that winter weather advisory. This is going to be more of an issue Monday night, Monday evening in Newark. And as things warm up, you kind of get back to the rain, which shouldn't have the same sort of impact that icing obviously does, where you need to kind of de-ice the plane before you can
I didn't even think about
get
travel.
it in the air, or get the ice off the tarmac and some of the and basically the rest of the airport. Those icy surfaces are not safe to land in either. So yeah, Monday evening, would not be surprised if we saw delays or even cancellations because of
criticism. You gotta let me know these
falling
things.
and accumulating there. Elizabeth wants to know, we're up in Randolph, New Jersey. Elevation is high. How much ice will we get? So that's one of those things where the air temperature is likely to be a little bit colder at elevation. And with storms like this, a change of a degree or two makes a huge impact. So higher up, yeah, I mean, you could be certainly looking at that 1/4 to 1/2 inch of ice. That
Everything
higher
well with the
elevation
family,
certainly is gonna
real?
spell trouble out of this one. Cheryl wants to know, is Tom's River going to be affected? You might see some brief, hi Cheryl, you might see some brief freezing rain on Monday afternoon, early evening, but that'll warm up quickly and turn over to rain. I think by midnight you're in the 40s, and then you're in smooth sailing.
Give me 1 sec. checking
there. Christopher
Facebook
wants to know about Long Island.
Twitch real
Let's go ahead and go right back through the hour by
we
hour
wrap
because maybe
things up.
that'll help illustrate this point a little bit better. Long Island, I think you're going to see a little bit of freezing drizzle, freezing rain on the front end of this
Karen
thing.
Rivera,
There we go.
so
There's
much snow this year.
noon
Yep.
on Monday, and you're seeing some of that
Wanna
freezing
know a
rain.
secret?
Again, note the temperature, right?
You
34
can always tell
degrees
by nature
in
if it's going to
American
be a
ice
bad
slip.
year.
But I think that's one of those
bad
situations
season.
we're still able to get freezing rain because of that snow
Nature
on the
will
ground.
always provide.
As we
Black
head
walnut
later
tree in my
into Monday
backyard.
evening, still kind of hanging in that 34,
If it had a lot of nuts
35
on it,
degree range.
walnuts
As we get into
in the
36,
summertime,
37, I think
it would
it's just going
generally
to
be
be
a
too
bad
tough.
winter.
So before midnight Long
And vice
Island, I
versa.
think you could see some light
Few walnuts,
freezing rain, but
mild,
then that'll turn
mild
over to
winter.
just regular rain as we head into the overnight. And then, yeah, you're close to
Tanya
40
Wall
degrees
in the
at that
house.
point.
Good to
Heavy
see
rain's
you.
coming down. That'll wash away any sort of even meager
Stephanie says
ice
they
accumulation
have
that
named
happened.
a river after Tom.
Joanne wanted to
Gotta get
know
something.
what does the tomorrow afternoon look like in Marlboro area. First of all, Joanne, let
Marlboro.
me tell you, went to high school in Marlboro.
You guys
New
remember
Jersey,
the
so I take
Marlboro
this
Man?
forecast very
They made it like a
seriously.
brand. Cowboy.
I think tomorrow afternoon
Lisa
there might
Peterson,
be a little
hey,
bit of
hey,
kind of like
hey.
a patchy. Here we go. We'll give you tomorrow afternoon. Some kind of patchy
JoJo
freezing
Bake.
drizzle,
Nature
freezing
cures
rain
all
through
ills.
Monmouth County,
Yes.
but not like a big deal, right?
No.
You're in that winter weather advisory, and it's just for this really light stuff. Joanne, frankly, I don't even think this is going to be as bad as what you saw yesterday, where you had close to a tenth of an inch of freezing rain
Nothing
accumulating into ice there. I don't think that's going to happen just with this patchy stuff through the afternoon on Monday. So maybe a little
Marie
slick,
said the
certainly.
same thing. Tom's
Careful if
right
you have to
at
come
it.
be out on the roads. But
Yeah, bought the deed.
Monmouth and Ocean County, after getting the worst of it
When I hopped over
yesterday,
the pond,
I think we'll be
it's
spared
up in a
from the
jump.
worst of it Monday night into Tuesday. Miguel wants to know,
Karen
I work
Applewood
in New York
knows what I'm
City
talking
but
about.
live in the Poconos. Can I get your
She lives in the
forecast
UK.
for Poconos, Pennsylvania, almost 1,900 feet above sea level? Ice and a lot of ice, Miguel. I think that's going to be pretty nasty through the Poconos. Maybe you're lucky and you just get snow eating away at some of that icing potential, but higher elevations back through Pennsylvania into the Poconos, I would expect full-on ice storm here. I'll give you that ice storm map again.
Lisa P, good to see
those
you.
counties. And again, just north of this,
on both,
just to kind of illustrate the point, where we've got the winter storm watch right now, it's not going to stay that. It'll either be changed to a winter storm warning or added to the ice storm warning, and that should come overnight tonight or into the day tomorrow. Let's see. What does Westchester look like? Sam wants to know what does Westchester look like, and Bergen County.
YouTube, Facebook,
That's
very much
a good
appreciate you
question.
guys,
We'll
everything you do for the
give you a look,
community. Just want to
because you're right in the
that.
same kind of line
thank
here. You're close. This is kind of maybe the toughest spot to pick out for sure. So right in here, Bergen and Westchester County, you're going to be right on that freezing rain line on Monday evening, 7, 8 o'clock. If it's 33, 32,
what was the
that's
name of that
bad
guy I
news.
said before? Centinelli?
I think
Centinelli?
if we start out close to that freezing line Monday evening, Bergen and Westchester County, and again, we're talking about the difference of a degree or two. That's
Here's
it.
my truth.
You could start
What's
to
your
see
truth?
some pretty nasty icing quickly.
Thank you again, Murray.
On Monday evening. I think that line
Welcome
lifts
to the party,
north.
pal.
You'll get more rain mixing in
Will win. It will always win. The lie
as you go through Monday
doesn't win in the long term. So I think
overnight into Tuesday.
Dude's Twitch. You're supposed to get 9 to 12 inches there in Indiana by you, Lisa. That is absurd. And we are still live. You can see, hey, still good. Just waiting on them.
It's almost splitting hairs at this point where we're talking.
we have to be careful because
Let's see how long the stream was up.
Talking about a degree.
Always been actually
All right, we've been up an hour and 20.
Freezing rain and really icy conditions Monday into Tuesday. So take this as your early heads up.
Share a little article.
Mr. Bald Eagle. Oh, sick.
Kind of show you guys how
I didn't know they coil up like that.
They're all going to be saying sort of this.
Pretty dope.
Very dramatic way in which
he's freezing up, Tanya says. Actually, it looks pretty warm.
To make sure I get
pretty warm.
Take again.
I wonder if they made that perch for him, or if he brought every branch up like that. You know. Currently 9:30. Just checking to see if we got any streams before we wrap up. Sir. I'm gonna give it a roll. She's got. Alright. You guys appreciate the little eye sky for Scout that march. Please consider giving a bump on YouTube and a like over on Facebook. Those start some reactions. Just help more people how to be able to have contact with the stream and community. DJ just went live a minute ago. He's restreaming. We're streaming from home. Steph, so this is so beautiful to see. Yeah. Yeah. Mr. Hiller, good to see you. Fun fact, the Marlboro Man, that's right, he did pass away from lung cancer to smoking. Yep. No kidding, the wife too, I forgot. We learned that in health class. His wife sued the company for getting secondhand smoke while shooting the ads. 5 men engaged in the Marlboro advertising campaign passed away from cancer. Dang. That is a high tar content. Mr. Hiller, what was the first suit over? Remember for the additives? I think it was the DEA. Was the DEA the jurisdiction on that one? Or the DOJ? No? Could have been the Attorney General as well. But I think it was a class action, or it was a medical suit for the additives. His wife sued on the basis that he had to smoke a lot while shooting the ads. 5 men engaged in the Marlboro advertisement died of smoking-related diseases. Thank you. Mr. Kevin Fagan, sir. Nice to you. Let me grab this link. Check you out. Appreciate the comment. Besides that, all appears to be well. Mr. Maddie and Mrs. Courtney Cook. Happy V-Day to you both.
It's like just a really good excuse for why Trump.
Good to see you. Thanks for popping in. Let me just pull up this. That nest is pretty amazing, Pam. It is. It's impressive. Brian, Tom, Greta is asking you to look at Twitch for a minute. I'm looking at YouTube, Twitch, Periscope, DLive, Facebook, and YouTube. If you see anything that I don't, please give me a shout out. Let me know. Greta, good to hear you. Good to see you. I know you're here in spirit. YouTube is good. Oh, you mean the chat? That is why I need an additional monitor. Because I cannot see 3 chats at once. I wish I were kidding there. Let's see, not too fast. Dang, wish you would look at Twitch. That was 3 minutes ago. My goodness. I am so sorry for being tardy. Let me see if I can get 3 chats up on TV. Oh, Maddie C, you were on Twitch as well. I see you. Sorry, 8 minutes late for you as well. Eric, eagle nests can become gigantic. I believe the largest natural made nest. There's a picture of a ranger standing, made inside the nest. That's right, huge. That can't get 3 chats on one TV. Kind of blocks the names for some, but that'll work. Miss Cindy Auger, you can just slide your thumb across your screen and go to the beginning of the screen, and you will see Seattle in the beginning. All of my streams have subtitles and the ability to rewind on. All it takes is just your magical thinking. The description also has the context of said protest. Welcome. Sorry you missed this while it was going on. But hopefully on the next one you can join us. Happy that.
For Karen. I don't know.
Oh, all is good. Twitch stream. It's ABC News Live. It's on the Pacific Coast in Cali. Maddie and Courtney Cook, thanks for having us. Maddie, Courtney, thank you so much for popping in. Always a pleasure to see you. Miss Pam, Marie, Brian, Eric, thank you guys for the mods. Appreciate you guys. Keep the chats clean and a pleasant environment for everyone, regardless of their views. Gosh, Tom, neglect Maddie C. And Greta, good to see you too. Karen. Looks like there are none. Feel free to start one. You said there was a protest in your description. We're now 30 minutes ago. Nah, with Facebook and, you know, Facebook Watch, as instantly gratifying as it is to scroll across the screen, it's easy to pop into a stream, not know when it started, or what's going on. If you've been viewing the video and hanging out and you're not a regular, I encourage you to join us for another stream. You're more than welcome to. Be happy to have you. Marie, Bri, Karen, Eric, Pam, Maddie and Cord, Greta, appreciate you guys, and wish you a happy Valentine's Day. Mr. Hillard, you and the missus as well, sir. Eric, good to be here. Good to catch you as well, my brother. While I'm wrapping things up on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook, if you are on Facebook and you want to get notified when I do go live, protest, politics, rides, rallies, current events, news, related stuff, you can comment !, notify. And you can get notified, join us on the next one. Aside that, I thank everybody who's part of the page, both new and old alike, and anyone who might have contact with this content in the future. I just want to thank you guys and wish you well. Thank you. Appreciate everything you do. Right back at you. Thank you. Hey, Courtney Cook, thanks for having us. Always a good time. Sincerely. Karen, over to you and your girlies in the UK. Thank you. Have a great night. Rest well. And look forward to seeing you again. Lastly, being 100% viewer funded, if you deem my efforts worthy of a donation, I do that by Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal. And to the comment section. Rest well, everybody. Check on this dude. We're going to see this egg hatch eventually. It's like I'm a father. Like I'm overwhelmed. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. That I was having 2, now I'm having 1. Just, whew. It's overwhelming. Absolutely, Brenda Griffin. See you soon. Look forward to it. Lee, thanks for popping in, man. Always a pleasure. Yep, Miss Jeanne, it does. It's ABC News Live. And this little guy has been live for about 3 days now. There were 2 eggs when it started off. That's a fun fact for you. We had him on the screen last night as well. And unfortunately saw his demise. So hopefully this little guy will fare better. I'll get to see him drop off that little nest and fly off, screaming into the sunset, coming back with trout, hanging from its talons. Go, little guy. Do it. Karen, there. Tom, you that dope. Everybody have a great night. Good morning, wherever, whenever this finds you. Catch you on the next one. Thank you.